for reminding me. I think my advice is every class, if somebody can just take the initiative and remind me to start the recording, that'll really help. Right? This class, Shreya, thank you for reminding me. All right, cool. So optics is two chapters in it. एक हो गया ray optics, जिसका दूसरा नाम है geometrical optics. It's one and the same, ray optics, yeah, geometrical optics. This chapter is slightly bigger. Okay, this chapter is slightly bigger than the other chapter, and this is where you're going to have reflection, refraction, lenses, mirrors, prisms, and all that. So that's what you're going to have in this chapter. The other chapter, Yash, UND ho jayega, don't worry. Ho jayega. When Pace schedules a lecture for that, ho jayega. Okay, and the other chapter is called wave optics. Wave optics is smaller, maybe slightly simpler. But I want to say at this stage, ki if you're someone who is maybe for some reason lagging behind in mechanics, or you just got overwhelmed temporarily with mechanics, you're going to find this. Don't let that hinder you from studying this chapter. This chapter is totally different, doesn't depend on what mechanics is. And you can study this as if it's a brand new chapter, as if you have a brand new start, and try to do well in this. This chapter has a bunch of formulas, a bunch of concepts. You learn that, you can do well in this. Okay, so you study and learn all the formulas and concepts, you can do well in this. Sir, our mechanics has not started yet. Of course it has started. Mechanics starts with kinematics, so it has started. Okay, all right. Ray optics, geometrical optics. Let's get into the first chapter. All right, so that said, I'll just mention that I don't know if you guys have the HC Verma with you. For those who have it, and for those who don't have it, this is one book you can read the chapter from. All right, so maybe some solving we'll yeah, it's called as Concept of Physics. Concept of Physics. This is in volume 1. Okay, volume 1 has both the chapters of optics, and I think this is a good place to read geometrical optics. The name of the chapter will be geometrical optics. This is a good place for reading it. You can solve questions from there as well. You can definitely solve questions from there as well. Just for us to be in the same page, we most probably will be solving questions from the booklet, but you can solve questions from there as well. Yeah, Kedar, chapter, you'll figure out, naam hai geometrical optics. Okay, so now the first concept that we're going to start with is the concept of reflection. We just have a bunch of formulas, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. You've studied reflection in school. I'm sure you know what point of incidence is, right? Point of incidence is Parth optical instruments is a different chapter which would be done together at the end. Optical instruments is a chapter which is specific for mains, that's normally done at the end. It's not going to be in JEE Advanced. So those extra topics are all done as a bunch together after your advanced syllabus is over. And that's not very conceptually deep, that's mainly formula based. Right now our main chapters are geometrical optics and wave optics. Okay, so we are doing this first one, geometrical optics. Point of incidence, point on the mirror where the light ray is incident. Very simple. Thing is the point on the mirror where the light ray is incident. Where the light ray hits the mirror, that point is called point of incidence. Angle of incidence, again, you know this, the angle between the incident ray, incident matlab aane wala ray, and the normal, normal means perpendicular, drawn to the surface of the mirror at the point of incidence. This is called angle of incidence. Simple stuff. So if you have a mirror like this and a light ray comes like this, that point is called point of incidence. Us point pe if you draw a perpendicular, that perpendicular becomes your normal, and then the angle between your incident ray and your normal becomes your angle of incidence. है ना? I guess no doubt there. No one's interrupting. If you're not interrupting, I'll just assume you're understanding. Angle of reflection, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence. So this same ray, when it gets reflected and it goes, that is your reflected ray. Unke beech mein angle is called angle of reflection. So this angle over here, that is called the angle of reflection. Right? Simple stuff. Now you have the laws of reflection, which I guess you must have learnt in school. There are two statements to the law. The first statement is that the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence should all lie on the same plane. So if that's the point of incidence, if this is your incident ray, if that's your reflected ray, and if this is the normal that's drawn to it, they all should lie in the same plane. Like right now, they're lying in the plane of this device, the plane of the paper, your plane of the tab, okay, plane of your screen. They all should lie on the same plane. Yeah, XY. Yeah, and the second law is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, I'm assuming this is something you already know in school. It's something you've seen logically that makes sense to you. Angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. All right. Please note that this is always going to be valid for all sorts of mirrors. कैसे भी mirror होगा, all sorts of mirrors, मतलब plain mirror हो या curved mirror हो, this will always be valid. Okay, जैसे मान लो you have a curved surface like this. Just to explain what's going on, imagine you have a curved surface like this, and the light ray comes and strikes let me just take a better surface. Okay? So let's say you have a curved surface like this. And let's say the light ray comes and strikes this point. ऐसा. So again, same story. तुम क्या करोगे? तुम वो point of incidence पे ध्यान की तरफ ध्यान दोगे. You try to draw the normal to the surface at that point. So the normal to that surface may look like this. Okay? And then you'll say, okay, this is my incident ray and that's my normal. So this becomes my angle of incidence. Definitely my angle of reflection should be the same amount on the other side, and of course in the same plane. So this is actually valid for all sorts of mirrors. Make sense? Valid for all sorts of mirrors. It doesn't matter if your mirror is a plain mirror or a curved mirror. It is valid for all sorts of mirrors. You will use the normal at that point of incidence. Okay. All right. We'll of course visit curved mirrors a little later. What we will be starting with is, we'll be starting with plain mirrors. Again, just repeating an instruction. You don't need to sit jotting all of this down as I'm teaching. All of this is going to be available in the, for those who are joining late, all of this is going to be available in a Google Drive folder, which I'll share with you. So all of these slides, the way they are, you can view them, you can download them, you can write on top of them if you print them. Okay? You can use these slides for your thing. So you need not sit making notes now. You can really focus on what I'm doing. All right. Now, guys, this is a set of really, really important definitions. And most likely you may not have heard these definitions before. All right. These definitions are absolutely important and very crucial for the rest of what we're going to do. So first and foremost, the definition of an object. The object does not mean a thing or a, object, solid, liquid, gas. No. What is an object? Object is, in the world of ray optics, the object is defined as the intersection of the incident rays. Simple. जहाँ पे भी your incident rays are a bunch of lines, right? Wherever those lines meet, that is your object. So object is the intersection of the incident rays. Similarly, image is the point of intersection of the final rays. Final का मतलब क्या हो गया? Why I've just used final as a general term. If reflection is going on, you would be calling it reflected rays. If refraction is going on, you'd be calling it refracted rays. तो जो भी rays अंत में निकलता है, wherever they meet, that is called an image. I'm going to show you a diagram pretty soon. I'll show you a diagram pretty soon, but at the time being, for instance, ये तुम्हारा यहाँ से मान लो रेज निकल रहा है, ठीक है, ए से रेज निकल रहा है, एंड ए से रेज रीबाउंड होके ए से रेज रीबाउंड होके बी तक जा रहा है, ठीक है. So what is the image or what is the object in this diagram? Is it A, is it B, or is it this curved mirror that I have over here? All right, so I can see a lot of confusion. So ध्यान से देखो. First of all, object and image do not refer to the curved mirror. Let's be clear about that. One of you asked me whether it will be a curved mirror or whether it will be the lens. No, neither the object nor the image refers to the mirror or the lens. Mirror and lens, they are just instruments. Object and image is neither of those. Look at the definition. Object is intersection of incident rays. Incident rays matlab the rays hitting the mirror. So are the yellow rays hitting the mirror or are the orange rays hitting the mirror? The yellow rays are hitting the mirror. Perfect. So orange rays are going away from it. Yellow rays are going towards it. So yellow rays are your incident rays. And because your yellow rays are your incident rays, the point where they intersect, that by definition is the object. So A is the object. समझ में आया? The point where the incident rays intersect is called the object. The point where the reflected rays intersect, अब reflected या final मतलब जो मिरर को हिट करने के बाद जो आ रहा है, मिरर को हिट करने के बाद जो आ रहा है, that is your reflected ray. The point where they meet is called the image. तो image कहां पे हो गया? Obviously image अब कहां पे बन रहा है? B पे. Image B पे बन रहा है. All right, perfect. Reflected rays are the orange rays. Where they are intersecting, that's the image. Okay, clarifying some of the doubts some people have mentioned in the chat. First and foremost, one of you said कि should the rays leave parallelly? Absolutely not. वो एक स्पेसिफिक केस में पैरेलल निकलता है, वही हम ये चैप्टर में पढ़ेंगे. एक जगह पे डालोगे तब रे पैरेलल निकलेगा. All that our chapter will teach us. So I'm not going to jump ahead. But is your answer going? If you're asking me, should it leave parallelly? Absolutely not. Okay? Only when it's placed at a specific point called the focus, तब it leaves parallelly. In general, मैंने जो draw किया वो भी ऐसा diagram भी, ऐसा situation भी दिख सकता है. Another doubt. एक और important doubt था which somebody asked. Let me just see that again. A is luminous. ठीक है, not really luminous. मतलब वो खुद से light produce कर रहा है वो जरूरी नहीं है ना? All objects can be reflecting light. The very fact that we can see objects around us is because all objects are reflecting light which is reaching our eyes. So A necessarily खुद से luminous नहीं है. Obviously it could be reflecting light from somewhere else. All right, but I hope अब समझ में आया incident ray and object and image. Okay, now two more tags you need to understand, and that is the tag real and virtual. By the way, there's a diagram on the next page, so we'll see that proper diagram again. Real and virtual, ये tag समझना काफी important है. Look at the definition I'm writing for real object. Real object. If the incident rays, yes Sumit, if the incident rays actually do meet at a point, that point is a real object. अगर incident rays सच में they meet at a point, that point is a real object. Whereas if the incident rays appear to meet at a point but don't, that point is a virtual object. Let that definition just get in your head. Real object kya hai? When the incident rays, object is point of intersection of incident rays. When the incident rays actually meet at a point, they actually intersect at a point, the object is called a real object. Whereas when the incident rays appear to meet at a point, the object is called a virtual object. Can you just look at this example, the example I've given up, and can you tell me if this is going to be a real object or a virtual object? Yeah, it's a real object. Very nice. I don't see one wrong answer. The incident rays are actually meeting at A. The rays are actually meeting at A. Therefore, it's a real object. See, it's actually meeting at A. Therefore, it's a real object. All right. Had it been something like this, there's a diagram on the next page. But had it been something like this, ये आ रहा है incident वाले rays, but अब they are not really meeting. Before they can meet, that lens, that mirror is just making them go back, right? So in this scenario, as the incident rays are coming, they don't meet in reality, but they appear to meet at that point. That is your virtual object. Okay, we'll see more examples in the next page, but just try to latch on to the tag real and virtual. एक और जगह देख लो, hold on guys. Most probably after seeing the next few examples, your doubts may be cleared, so just hold on. If the final rays actually do meet at a point, that point is a real image. So final rays ka meeting point ho gaya image, but if they actually do meet, then it becomes a real image. If they actually do meet, becomes a real image. On the other hand, if the final rays appear to meet but don't in reality, then it becomes a virtual image. So I'm going to show you the examples, but have you understood, at least observed, what these two tags mean? Have you understood that real means सच में मिलना and virtual means reality में नहीं मिलना, but next क्या बोलते हैं, extend करने पे ऐसा दिखेगा कि they are meeting. Okay? So I'll just show you with an example now. Let me just clear this diagram. And yeah, virtual means on extension they appear to meet at such a point. Let me just correct this. Actually, हम यहाँ पे भी point of before I forget, I'll do this as well. Yeah, cool. यार कोई पूछ रहा है what if the lines don't meet? बाबा, lines, any two lines will meet unless the lines are absolutely parallel. वो लाइन पैरेलल नहीं है तो कहीं ना कहीं मिलना तो है ही. If the lines are not parallel, they cannot avoid meeting. All right. Okay, so देख लो. Let this be for later. All right. Okay, have a look at this. So let's say with this example, we'll also understand how image tracing takes place. How what really happens when you see an image. So let's say you have an object over here. Okay, पहले सुन लो. So let's say you have an object over here. क्या होता है? Object से infinite rays leave in all directions. See, in fact, there are also rays from the object reaching this person's eye directly, which is why the eye then calculates, अच्छा इस direction से ray आता है, तो वो rays को analyze करके process करके बोलता है अच्छा यहाँ पे object है, इतना दूर object है. That's how your eye looks at an object directly. But now, how does the eye see the reflection of the object? All right. So what's really happening is you're going to have multiple rays leave this object. Some of these rays are going to get reflected from that surface. All right. So consider the two purple rays. There is one ray which gets reflected from the surface and reaches this end of the eye. There's another ray which reaches that surface and reflects off that surface and reaches the other end of the eye. All right, so consider these two rays. You need only two rays to trace where an image is present. Now, when you extend these rays behind, you will find कि object का जो virtual image है, sorry, when you extend these rays behind, you'll find कि ये object का जो image है, that image is going to be formed over there. All right, what are those? What is that point actually? That is the point from which it appears as if these light rays are coming. So why does your eye see an image over there? वो यहाँ से देखते वक्त उसको लग रहा है कि यार ये light rays, ये यहाँ पे कोई तो point है, वहां से वो light rays आ रहा है ना? Had the mirror not been there, had the object been there, it would have seen similar light rays reach the eye. So which is why the eye looks at these rays and it processes and makes us think that there is an object on that side of the mirror. जबकि object कहाँ पे है? Object असल में यहाँ पे है. So that is what is going on in reality when reflection takes place. Now, based on this, how do I call this? How do I define this object as real or virtual? These are my incident rays. Where the incident rays meet, that point is called the object. Does that object, do those rays meet in reality? Yes, in reality, they are starting from that point. In reality, there is that point of intersection. Therefore, that object will be called a real object. सच में वहां पे intersection हो रहा है. What about the reflected rays? The reflected rays are like this. Do they meet in reality? No. Please understand, there is no light on this side of the mirror. The mirror does not allow light to pass. These rays are not real. There's no light on that side. These are your reflected rays. All right. So your reflected rays don't meet in reality. But if you were to extend these rays backwards, you will find that they do meet. The point where they meet is going to first of all be called an image, because it's a point of intersection of the final rays or the reflected rays. And moreover, it's going to be called a virtual image. Why? Because they don't meet in reality, but on extension, they appear to meet. समझ में आया? Any doubt in this so far? This is what happens when you stand in front of a mirror and you observe things. Okay? You observe yourself or you observe anything else. Maybe a cup is in front of the mirror. You see its reflection in the mirror. Okay? This is the scenario that's going on. Real object का एक virtual image बनेगा in the case of a mirror. Real object का virtual image बनेगा in the case of a mirror. Okay? And from this diagram, we're not going to get into it, but with the similarity of triangles and all, you can also prove that these distances are equal. These distances are equal. तो जितना आगे object है, उतना आगे image बनेगा. ठीक है? All right. Now, we'll see those properties also. But now, before I show you the next slide, can you just imagine a scenario and try to take a guess on how a virtual object would look in the case of a plane mirror? We are limiting ourselves to this simple case of a plane mirror. प्लेन मिरर की केस में can you think and imagine how a virtual object would look? एक प्लेन मिरर की केस में, एक ही प्लेन मिरर है. यस सानिका. तरुण. Yes, so it would have to be behind the mirror. You would actually have to be behind the mirror. So virtual object का scene ऐसा दिखेगा. Right? So imagine light rays are coming from somewhere and maybe someone places a lens. मतलब जैसे मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास तुम प्लेस करते हो, एक लेंस प्लेस करते हो, जिसके कारण अब लाइट रेज आर स्टार्टिंग टू कन्वर्ज. अब कन्वर्ज कहाँ पे होते थे? कन्वर्ज यहाँ पे, मान लो यहाँ पे किधर कन्वर्ज होता था वो लाइट रेज. बट तुमने क्या किया, तुमने बीच में एक मिरर डाल दिया. तो फिर मिरर डालने के कारण तुम्हें पता है कि यहाँ पे ब्राइट स्पॉट बनने की जगह यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं ब्राइट स्पॉट मिलेगा, वहां पे कन्वर्ज हो जाएगा, है ना. So that mirror is just reflecting the light rays. Now, your incident rays are not meeting in reality. How can back part of the mirror reflect? Guys, एक minute, somebody got confused. यहाँ पे object है ही नहीं. The object is not a real thing. There is no object. Okay, this is the back side of the mirror. This is the side where the light rays exist. यहाँ से two light rays are coming. All right, these two light rays now, before they can meet, the mirror comes. So those are your incident rays. Those incident rays are not meeting in reality. But अगर तुम incident rays को आगे extend करोगे, तो you can say कि it appears to meet at some point. So the point where it appears to meet is going to be called an object because it's the intersection of the incident rays, and it's also going to be called virtual because the rays are not meeting in reality, but they are appearing to meet at that point. समझ में आया? Okay, and again yeah. So that's how it's called a virtual object. Now, when it gets reflected, before that, let me just again. Now, when it gets reflected, it will happen to meet at some real point on this side. This kind of image is going to be called a real image. Why? First of all, final rays का intersection है, और दूसरी बात ये सच में मिल रहा है यहाँ पे. ये सच में मिल रहा है यहाँ पे. So this is going to be called a real image. This is going to be called a real image. For a mirror, everything on this side doesn't exist in reality. No light rays are going there. So any object or image on this side is going to be called virtual. But any point of intersection on this side is going to be called real. Because this is the side where if they meet, they are meeting in reality. यहाँ left side मतलब mirror के आगे light rays है, mirror के पीछे कुछ light ray नहीं है. Alright, so anything formed behind the mirror is virtual. Anything formed ahead of the mirror is real. समझ में आया? Understood how real object का virtual image बनेगा and real image का virtual object बनेगा? Yes. Yeah, if the rays are intersecting behind the mirror, any rays are intersecting behind the mirror, it's going to be virtual. Now, one thing you should understand is real image is what can be obtained. Sorry, real image is what can be projected on a screen. And I can easily take a screen. Let's say I take a screen like this, a white screen, I put it over here. What am I going to see? I'm going to see a big bright spot because all the light rays are converging at that point. I'm going to see a nice big spot over there. In fact, if I try to place the screen somewhere over here, then I'm going to see a bigger spot. It won't be a point because now all these rays are meeting there. So I will see something like a cross section of those rays. So I'll see a bigger spot. And as I take it higher and higher, I can intercept these rays anywhere and I'll continue to see a spot. But the point is, if I place a screen at the real image, I will see the real image. I'll see a nice point over there. So therefore, a real image can be projected on a screen. a real image can be projected on a screen because the image, the light rays are actually reaching there for it to be seen on the screen. On the other hand, a virtual image cannot be projected on a screen. I hope you get that. Why? कुछ भी होगा क्या if I put a screen behind this mirror? यहाँ पे स्क्रीन डालने पे कुछ दिखने वाला है तुम्हें उस स्क्रीन पे? नहीं, because the light rays are not even reaching behind the mirror. तो स्क्रीन उधर डालने से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, है ना? Light is not reaching there, so you cannot project. Yeah, projected means obtained. So you cannot project or you cannot obtain a virtual image on a screen. You cannot see it on a screen. However, virtual image is what can be seen by the eye. Virtual image is what can be seen by the eye. All right, understand this. What do your eyes do? Whenever your eye, how does your eye process an object is there? What it's going to do is it's going to see these rays starting from the object and spreading out in different directions. And like these multiple rays are going to reach the eye. And when multiple rays, when multiple rays reach the eye, then what does your eye do? Then your entire nervous system and your brain somehow processes these rays reaching the eye. It somehow realizes that these rays are reaching the eye while diverging, while spreading out. And since it sees it reach the eye while spreading out, it calculates, okay, so the object, the rays seem to be coming from a point which is this far away. And it somehow understands that an object is present over there. Okay, this is how your eye processes, in very simple words, processes the location of an object. So now you analyze the situation, analyze these rays reaching the eye, analyze the reflected rays reaching the eye. All right, won't the reflected rays reaching the eye give the eye the same perception कि अरे अभी भी diverging rays, spreading out rays आंख की तरफ पहुंच रहा है? What is the brain going to calculate? The brain is going to calculate, okay, these rays seem to be spreading out from that point over there. So when the eye looks in this direction, it sees that these rays seem to be coming from this point, and therefore the eye feels that there is an object at that point. There is something at that point, and therefore your eye is able to see a virtual image. Tarun, type, no, what do you want to say? Just type out. I'll repeat this. Somebody asked me to repeat, वापस repeat करता हूँ. देखो एक बार वापस सुन लो. What can your eye see? Your eye can, if you place a point object in front of the eye, what will happen? Point object से rays निकलेगा आंख की तरफ. Your eye is going to see those rays. Based on the rays reaching the eye is going to then calculate and understand, अच्छा यहाँ पे एक object है जहाँ से ये rays निकल रहा है. And that's how the eye sees the object. That's how the eye sees the object. है ना? तुम सोचो, if the eye was just a tiny point जहाँ से बस एक ray निकलता था, तो फिर आंख को थोड़ी समझ में आता था ऑब्जेक्ट किधर है. उसको इतना समझ में आएगा कि ऑब्जेक्ट ये लाइन के लॉन्ग है, बट ये लाइन के लॉन्ग किधर है नहीं समझ में आता था. बट जैसे ही दो रे निकल रहा है या दो से ज्यादा रे निकल रहा है, तुम्हारा आंख एक पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्ट से बड़ा है और दो से ज्यादा रे निकलता है, then it can realize, अरे all these rays which are reaching me are coming from that point. They all have an intersection at that point, and that's how it understands where that point is. Understood? That's how your eye sees an object. What I'm trying to say is, in the same way, your eye can see the virtual, the same way eye can see a virtual image, because the reflected rays in this case seem to be coming from the virtual image as if it would come from a point. Point से rays कैसे निकलता है? Point से rays ऐसे separate होते होते निकलता है, diverge होते होते निकलता है. तो ये जो reflected rays आ रहा है virtual image से, वो भी तो वैसे ही दिख रहा है. आंख को क्या दिखेगा? आंख को यही दिखेगा ना कि वहां पे वर्चुअल इमेज है, मतलब वहां पे एक ऐसा कुछ पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्ट है जहां से रेज निकल रहा है. And that's why I'm making the statement that the eye can see virtual images. And there should be no problem with the statement. I mean, what you see in the mirror, I just said, if you stand in front of the mirror, you are a real object. You're really in front of the mirror. What you see on the other side is a virtual image. Are you or are you not able to see your virtual image? You're absolutely able to see your virtual image. And that shows the eye can see virtual images. ये समझ में आया? The eye can see virtual images. तुम्हारा खुद का जो रिफ्लेक्शन है मिरर में, वो ही वर्चुअल इमेज हो गया. And your eye is able to see that. But your eye is not able to see a real image. क्यों? तुम सोचो, यहाँ पे रियल इधर आंख डालोगे, तुम्हारा आंख डालोगे, when you put your eye over there, it is not going to make sense of this. क्या है? सब रेज एक ही पॉइंट पे आके कलेक्ट हो रहा है. It's just going to be a bright blinding spot coming on your eye. For your eye to make sense of where an object is, it should see diverging rays reach the eye. Only when it sees diverging rays reach the eye, then it calculates, अच्छा object इधर है. Yes, please, inverted upright सब बाद में आएगा, अभी मत सोचो inverted upright का. Yeah, that's all a little bit more complex for later. But ये समझ में आया? Real image देख नहीं सकता है आंख. It only makes sense of diverging rays. When you have converging rays reach the eye, it makes no sense to it. All it's going to be like a bright blinding spot reaching the eye. Reflection of a sun in a mirror is still reflection of a real object being a virtual object. Okay. Let me also explain this. Let me give another example. For example, थिएटर में जो प्रोजेक्टर होता है, थिएटर में जो प्रोजेक्टर होता है, what is being formed on the theater screen, what kind of image is that? That's a real image. All right. If you were to go and stand on the screen and look towards the projector, would you be able to see the movie, or will you just be able to see some bright light coming on your eyes? You'll be able to see a bright light coming on your eyes. You'll not be able to understand what that movie is. All right, you just see some bright light coming on your eyes. So that's the idea. Your eye cannot see real images. Your eye cannot see real images. Sorry, let me just relaunch that. Your eye cannot see real images. Conclusion itna hai, real image can only be seen by putting it on a screen. Just वो थोड़ा और कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज है. प्रोजेक्टर से लाइट डाइवर्ज हो रहा है, बट वो अलग चीज है. प्रोजेक्टर से ओवरऑल पिक्चर डाइवर्ज हो रहा है. कोई बोल रहा है कि प्रोजेक्टर से लाइट डाइवर्ज होता है. प्रोजेक्टर से क्या है ना, ओवरऑल पिक्चर डाइवर्ज होता है. बट इफ यू सी one specific point on the screen, that point is not being formed on the screen by diverging rays. Your projector is, sorry, my tab is getting stuck. The projector is ultimately going to be a lens. So every single pixel on the screen is actually formed by converging, every single pixel on the screen is actually formed by converging rays from the projector. Therefore, when you go and stand over there and look in the direction of the projector, you're not going to understand anything. Similarly, यहाँ पे screen पे कुछ dot है, that's also formed by converging rays. ठीक? तो तुम्हें, in conclusion, तुम्हें जो अपने आंख से दिखता है, be it through a mirror or be it through your specs, what you see is a virtual image. Always what your eyes will see, what your eyes can see is a virtual image. Okay, but what you see being projected on a screen, that's a real image. Okay? Simple point is, remember this point. Okay. All right. So with that, just explain. I mean, you already know this. These are some properties of a real of an image formed by a real object placed in front of a plane mirror. This is the way a mirror is used 99% of the times. Give an example of two body. What do you mean by two body system? I'm going to show you an extended body. जैसे अब यहाँ पे मान लो, एक बार ये सुन लो, मान लो this is an extended body. This is no longer a point object. This is some person standing in front of the mirror. ठीक है? तो फिर आंख को उस ऑब्जेक्ट का इमेज कैसे दिखता है? So for that, what I've shown is, first look at the green rays leaving the top of the mirror. So green rays strike the mirror and reach the eye. But ये रे आंख तक पहुंचते पहुंचते डाइवर्ज हो रहा है और आंख को लगता है कि those green rays are leaving from some point over there. So that point over there becomes the virtual image for the top of this arrow. तो ये arrow का virtual image आंख को उधर दिखेगा. Similarly, उस arrow के bottom से let the pink rays leave, and then they are also reaching the eye. And फिर again these are diverging while reaching the eye. तो आंख को लग रहा है कि वो rays यहाँ से आ रहा है. So what is happening over here is, आंख को ये point का image वहां पे दिख रहा है, ये point का image यहाँ पे दिख रहा है. And once the top and the bottom is covered, you can say the same thing for everything else. यहाँ का image यहाँ पे दिखेगा, इसका image यहाँ पे दिखेगा. तो ऐसा point by point हर object के हर point के लिए उसको एक point image उस side पे दिखता है. And वैसा ही your eyes end up seeing the entire image of this extended body. And by this diagram, what can we conclude? In fact, it should not even be from this diagram, because we are used to seeing virtual images in real life. You can conclude that, very nice. You can conclude, some of you are saying virtual to hai. You can conclude that the images are the same size. You can also conclude that the image is upright. Right? When you stand in front of the mirror, you don't see an upside down image. Okay, we're not talking about spoons and all that. Curved mirrors ke baare mein aap jane, we are not looking into that right now. We are talking about a simple plain mirror. You stand in front of that, you see an upright image of the same size. Upright is another word for erect. Upright image of the same size, of the same distance from the mirror. तुम जितना mirror के आगे हो उतना ही वो mirror के पीछे होगा. Of course, only for a plain mirror. Only for and we are of course talking about a real object. And then you also see this interesting thing called as lateral inversion. You also see this interesting thing called as lateral inversion, जहाँ पे left right inversed, left right reversed. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. Ambulance का, I guess you all know that. कोई पूछ रहा है, what if two virtual images are at the same point? बाबा, two virtual image कैसे बनेगा at the same point? Especially plain mirror के लिए, two virtual images at the same point होने के लिए, there should be two point objects at the same point. Each point on this side has a corresponding location on that side. So for whatever is placed at that point, image वहां पे बनेगा. ठीक है? Two parts of two different objects. नहीं, so see again, if you have two different objects, can you have two different objects at the exact same point? नहीं ना. So when you talk about two different objects, you mean they are at two different points. And if they are at two different points, their images are not formed at the same place. That's the bottom line. इसका इमेज यहाँ पे बनेगा, इसका इमेज वहां पे बनेगा. For a particular point on this side, there is only one point on that side, जिसके कारण वहां पे इमेज बन सकता है. Okay, cool. Now, okay, so all right, ये, let me just, before going here, okay. So I want you to attempt a question that I'm going to put up. Let me just conceal it first. It's okay if you see the solution. Nonetheless, try doing it on your own. The question reads like this. A man of height h stands in front of a plane mirror, d distance in front of him. Find the minimum length of the mirror required for him to see himself completely. All right, looks like some of you know the answer. All right, those who know the answer, I would just suggest go through the reasoning once. Convince yourself, because I'm going to give you a slight variation. And then I want you guys to answer that as well. So जो भी answer दे रहे हैं ना, just go through. I mean, if you know the answer, most probably you know the solution as well. Just go through that solution again, so that when I give you a variant on this, you're able to solve that. Don't answer by recall. Okay, if you had this proof in 10th, try to recollect the proof. If you had it in 10th, try to recollect. You may remember results. Do you remember the proof? So try to recollect the proof, because with the proof, only when you know how the answer comes, you'll be able to do a similar variant on this question. I'll just give you 1 minute. For those who are answering, guys, the answer is h by 2. So if you're getting something else, it's not right. I'll give you a minute to try and see if you can prove it. You need not answer the question, but you can just try and see if you can prove it for yourselves. I will definitely explain the proof. I'm giving you guys a minute to try. I'll definitely explain the proof, but once you guys try. Cool. Very nice, Aman. Prathamesh, what do you mean mirror is half? Halved from what? From what length? Sorry, h is not the answer. D by 2 is also not the answer. So let's have a look. Okay. Let's just say Acha Prathamesh, ek baar let me explain this, then you can answer your question. So the answer is actually mirror's length should be half the length of the person. Let's see how I prove this. So one way I like explaining this is, imagine this is the plane जहाँ पे तुम्हें mirror place करना है ना? ये plane, ये wall पे तुम्हें mirror place करना है, and that wall or that plane is d distance away from the person जिसका length h है. ठीक है, मान लो कि person, वो बंदे का आंख, assume his eyes are somewhere over here. All right, now first of all, without placing a mirror or not, we know for a fact कि जो बंदे का image बनेगा वो तो exactly d distance on that side, on the virtual side बनेगा, and exact same length का बनेगा. h हाइट का ही इमेज बनने वाला है d डिस्टेंस बिहाइंड द मिरर, है ना? वी ऑलरेडी नो दिस, राइट? नाउ so imagine that virtual image is on the other side. Now for your eyes to see the top of the virtual image, the ray supposedly leaving from the virtual image should reach the eye. For that to happen, there should be a mirror over there, है ना? इन रियलिटी क्या होगा? रियलिटी यहां से रे जाके बाउंस होके आंख तक पहुंचेगा, तुम्हें क्या दिखेगा? तुम्हें लगेगा कि वहां से रे आ रहा है, बट फॉर ऑल ऑफ दैट टू हैपन, यहाँ पे रिफ्लेक्शन होना चाहिए, वहां पे रिफ्लेक्शन होना चाहिए, मतलब एटलीस्ट ये पॉइंट पे मिरर होना चाहिए। समझ में आया? तो वो पॉइंट पे मिरर होना चाहिए। सिमिलरली अगर तुम्हें इसका फुट देखना है, वर्चुअल इमेज का पैर देखना है, ठीक है, then the ray supposedly leaving from here and reaching the eye, for that to happen we of course know reality में यहाँ से ray निकल के आंख तक पहुंचता है ना? but for all of this to be happening, यहाँ पे mirror should be there at point C. A mirror should be there. So therefore, in order to see the entire length of this person, in order to see this entire length, you would need this entire length of mirror. Yes, this is coming from the second law of reflection. In fact, think about it this way. See, there are multiple ways to prove it. You can draw a lot of triangles and all. Just trying to keep it very simple. Think about it this way. There is a guy standing behind this wall. There is a guy standing behind this wall. What is the minimum length of window you need to see the guy? So wouldn't your diagram look something like this? Itna length of window you need to see the other guy. You need the window to be present at B so that you can see the guy's head. You need the window to be present at C so that you are able to see the guy's foot. So this is the length of window that you need. And a mirror is, in a way, that a plane mirror is like a window to the virtual side. To see that particular image, वो image से आंख तक आने वाला ray should pass through the mirror. Any point on this side cannot be seen because image से आंख तक आने वाला ray does not have a mirror over there. If you want to see that image, वहां पे mirror होना चाहिए, तब आंख वो point देख पाएगा। Simple सी बात है। So I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. अच्छा, नहीं समझा? जैसे मान लो तुम यहाँ पे, imagine you are over here, this is you. Imagine this is you. Okay? Imagine this is a wall in front of you. Imagine you have a fan over here, or apparently a light bulb. Imagine you have a light bulb over there. अब तुम्हारे सामने अगर तुम्हें लाइट बल्ब का रिफ्लेक्शन देखना है, तो सबसे पहले लाइट बल्ब तुम ऐसा ड्रॉ कर सकते हो। लाइट बल्ब का रिफ्लेक्शन होगा तो इतना दूर होगा, सेम डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम मिरर होगा दूसरे साइड पे, ठीक है, रफली सेम डिस्टेंस ऑन द मिरर ऑन द अदर साइड होगा। एंड फिर इफ यू वांट टू बी एबल टू सी दैट रिफ्लेक्शन, डोंट यू यहाँ पे मिरर प्लेस करके तुम्हें वो रिफ्लेक्शन नहीं दिखेगा ना? You agree, if the mirror is only this small, you'll not be able to see the reflection of that light bulb. Rather, don't you feel that if you place the mirror a little higher, इधर place करोगे, तब तुम्हें light bulb का reflection दिखेगा, है ना? So the mirror, imagine the mirror to be like a window to the virtual side. वो image से तुम्हारे आंख तक आने वाले rays should pass through the mirror, तब तुम्हें दिखेगा। अब मिरर अब उतना ऊपर प्लेस करोगे तो यहाँ पे जो, अगर तुम जो चेयर पे बैठे हो, वो चेयर का इमेज तुम्हें नहीं दिखेगा। क्यों? चेयर से रेस जो आ रहे हैं वो तुम्हारे आंख तक नहीं पहुंच पा रहा। दैट इज द आइडिया। ऑलराइट, सो all those who have solved even with another way, you're ultimately going to do the same thing. You're ultimately going to use similar triangles, and I'm also doing the same thing. All right, so With that, I just said कि BC is the minimum length of mirror I need. उससे ज्यादा का जरूरत नहीं है, इतना minimum required है. Now consider these two triangles, triangle EBC, triangle EHF. You can very nicely see their angles are the same, and therefore they are similar triangles. Because they are similar triangles, every dimension is going to bear the same ratio. तो पहले ट्राइंगल का हाइट इज टू दूसरे ट्राइंगल का हाइट विल बी पहले ट्राइंगल का बेस इज टू दूसरे ट्राइंगल का बेस. हाइट का रेशियो क्या है? एक का d है, दूसरे का 2d है. तो हाइट का रेशियो इज 1:2. देयरफॉर बेसिस का भी रेशियो शुड बी 1:2. बेसिस का भी रेशियो शुड बी 1:2. ऑलराइट, सो BC वहां से आ जाएगा h/2. कोई पूछ रहा है इज HCB and HBC same? No, HCB and HBC angles are not same, but they are similar because this angle is common, this angle is same, and then this angle is same. वहां से सिमिलर हो गया. और इसका बड़े वाले का हाइट डबल है तो, और छोटे वाले का हाइट आधा है, तो छोटे वाले का बेस आधा होगा. बेस आधा होगा मतलब BC h/2 होगा. समझ में आया? Okay, so that said, just try a slight variant on this. Okay, that said, try a slight variant. Try not to see too much. So the question reads, a man is d distance away from a mirror. A man is d distance away from a mirror and an object of length L is x distance away from the mirror. Assume the light can pass through the object. Find the minimum length of the mirror required by the man or required for the man to see the complete object. Okay, question is in simple English. Just read that. Try to solve this. Sorry, the answer is not x/2. Not x/4. नहीं, x/2 नहीं है. Okay, so far all answers that I've received are not correct. Think, थोड़ा सोचो, think how, especially how I showed the lamp वाला example. लैम्प का इमेज कैसे दिखता है, किधर मिरर प्लेस करने का जरूरत है लैम्प देखने के लिए, वैसा सोचो. Still no answers are correct. Take your time guys, थोड़ा carefully करो. So Prathamesh, we'll come to that in a bit. Kedar, I think, let me just check. I think your answer is correct. Yes, I think your answer is correct. Very nice. Kedar ka sahi hai. Others are getting close. All sorts of combinations. By the way, a good way to check your own answer is if X is D, मतलब आदमी और ऑब्जेक्ट वहीं पे है, तो फिर आंसर L/2 होना चाहिए. Yeah, that's a good way to check. Some of your answers don't even have the length of the object. So you can understand, that sounds ridiculous, right? Obviously, object के length पे तो depend करेगा. If X is D, the answer should be L/2. Okay, so you want to see the solution? Yes, Shiv. एक मिनट. शिवांक, very nice. शिवांक का सही है. ध्रुवा थोड़ा गलत हो गया. Let's see. बता दो. Oops. Okay, you want some more time? Please try. Try कर लो. Come on, get this right. दो ही लोग का सही आया अब तक. Think again, just repeating. कैसा दिखता है बंदे को? Sorry, I'll have to relaunch the app. How you observe things? Think कि if there is a lamp like this, एक बार ये hint सुन लो. This is your eye. There is a lamp like that. So and this is the wall. So क्या करना है? Place a lamp. Shreya, if you can, I think your answer may be correct, but please don't use X and Y. Try to use the symbols I have given, which is only L, D, and X. And then I'll be able to see whether your answer is correct or wrong. So imagine कि ये ऐसा तुम्हारा lamp है. You want rays from the bottom of the lamp and rays from the top of the lamp reaching the eye. तो इतना minimum length का mirror चाहिए. इतना minimum length का mirror चाहिए. तो ऐसा डायग्राम बना के सिंपल सिमिलर ट्रायंगल्स का फंडा लगाओ. ध्रुवा का सही हो गया. पूर्णा का सही हो गया. कूल. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. अब समझ लो. I'll explain, and now then after this you remember how this thing works. Okay, so what do you do? Okay, so have a look at this. This is your object. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा आंख है. तुम्हें ये ऑब्जेक्ट का इमेज देखना है, तो पहले क्या करो? पहले इमेज ड्रॉ करो. तो इमेज ये साइड पे बन गया. ऑब्जेक्ट जितना मिरर वाले प्लेन से दूर है, उतना ही इमेज मिरर वाले प्लेन से दूर है. ओनली थिंग इज ऑन द अदर साइड. एक मिनट. या थोड़ा पीछे चला गया. आई मीन लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर. L missing था तेरे आंसर में. सुनो अभी सुनो, ठीक है, listen to the solution now and then cross check, try to see if you made a mistake or not, or if you did the right thing. So what we're going to do, object, हाँ cool, तो ऑब्जेक्ट, यस अहमद सही, तो ऑब्जेक्ट के दूसरे साइड पे इमेज बनेगा at the same distance from the mirror वाला plane. Now simple logic अब ये बता रहा है कि ultimately if I want to see the image, then I need a mirror to be present along this line. मतलब यहाँ पे मिरर होगा तभी ही इमेज का सिर दिखेगा, यहाँ पे मिरर होगा तभी ही इमेज का पैर दिखेगा, और फिर यहाँ पे बीच में मिरर होगा तभी ही बचा हुआ ऑब्जेक्ट दिखेगा. So obviously this diagram, the one I've drawn where E, B, C, D and F are the points, this diagram will help me find the minimum length of mirror required. इतना basic length चाहिए, इसके beyond यहाँ पे mirror रहेगा तो extra दिखने वाला है, उसका जरूरत नहीं है. Minimum के लिए BC is the length of mirror required. I hope you got that. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? कि no one stopping, मतलब समझ में आया होगा. फिर these triangles are similar. Triangle EBC and triangle EDF are similar. Their angles are similar. Therefore, जो height का ratio है वो ही base का ratio होगा. Okay? By the way, you can do it quicker. You need not आंख किधर भी आंख किधर है उस पर मैटर करता ही नहीं है. आंख किधर है उस पर मैटर करता ही नहीं है. अच्छा, you can क्या बेसिकली हाइट का रेशियो इज बेस का रेशियो. हाइट का रेशियो क्या हो गया, एक का d हो गया और दूसरे का d plus x. तो d and d plus x are the two heights. Alright, so height का रेशियो is d upon d plus x. बेस का रेशियो is bc and l. बेस का रेशियो हो गया bc and l. So d upon d plus x is bc upon l. So bc is ld upon d plus x. समझ में आ गया? I'm not getting how the rays are drawn as passing through the mirror. See, your mirror is like a window to the other side. Imagine there's a person standing over there. And imagine there's a wall like this. If the wall was there, तुम्हें अगर person का सिर दिखना है तो तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें अगर person का सिर दिखना है तो तुम्हें यहाँ पे खड्डा करना पड़ेगा, तब उसका सिर दिखेगा. I'll repeat again in short. ठीक है, सुन लो. Imagine पहले क्या करेंगे, ऑब्जेक्ट किधर भी होने दो, let's just take another example. चलो, let's just consider another example. Right, so let's just say object ka length is 3 meters, and let's say your mirror's over here. Okay? Your eye is somewhere over here. Does not matter how the man looks, only matters at what distance his eye is. So let's say आंख का distance 2 मीटर है और यहाँ पे image का distance 4 मीटर है. Sorry, object का distance 4 मीटर है. Okay? This is the scene. What we're going to do next is we are going to first of all ये object का image देखना है. Object कौन है? Object ये है. ये object का image देखना है. अगर ये object का image देखना है, so the image has to be on that side. Okay? अब ये लग नहीं रहा है 4 मीटर, but just assume ये है 4 मीटर. Okay? तो ऑब्जेक्ट का इमेज का बनेगा, दूसरे साइड पे बनेगा, सेम डिस्टेंस पे बनेगा, सेम साइज का बनेगा. ये हो गया इमेज. अब इमेज वहां पे बनता है, बट इमेज देखने के लिए तो मिरर चाहिए, है ना. इमेज देखने के लिए तो मिरर चाहिए. जैसे आई एक्सप्लेन कि वहां पे ऊपर सिर पे लैंप होगा, so you can imagine in the virtual world a lamp being present there, but you're only going to be able to see the reflection of the lamp if while looking in that direction there is a mirror present here. Only तब तुम्हें लैंप दिखेगा. अगर वहां पे मिरर है ही नहीं, मिरर इधर नीचे है, तो तुम्हें वो लैम्प कभी नहीं दिखेगा. सो आई एम सेइंग दैट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज योर मिरर इज लाइक अ विंडो. यहाँ पे एक दीवार है, दीवार के उस तरफ ये इमेज खड़ा है, तुम्हें इमेज देखने के लिए विंडो बनाना पड़ेगा, मिरर बनाना पड़ेगा. कैसे बनाना पड़ेगा? सिंपल सी बात है, वहां से लेकर आंख तक रे ड्रॉ करो, इमेज के टॉप से लेकर आंख तक रे ड्रॉ करो, इमेज के बॉटम से लेकर आंख तक रे ड्रॉ करो. द पॉइंट्स वेयर दे मीट द प्लेन कंटेनिंग द मिरर, that will give you the length of the mirror. Mirror has to lie between those points. Only when the window is made in this way, तब तुम्हारे आंख से तुम्हें पूरा का पूरा इमेज दिखेगा and nothing else. समझ में आया? So इतना लेंथ ऑफ मिरर चाहिए. अब इतना डायग्राम बनाने के बाद इसके आगे क्या करेंगे? रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन. बहुत सिंपल. क्या आंसर होगा? विदाउट ट्राइंग टू रिफर टू द फॉर्मूला दैट आई डिराइव, क्या आंसर होगा? रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन. हाइट्स का रेशियो क्या दिख रहा है? हाइट्स का रेशियो क्या दिख रहा है? 1 का 2, हाँ, दूसरे का 6. सो 1/3 दिखना चाहिए, 1/3 दिखना चाहिए. 1 का 2, दूसरे का 6. तो इस सिंस छोटे ट्राइंगल का हाइट 1/3 है, छोटा ट्राइंगल का बेस भी 1/3 होगा. आंसर विल बी 1 मीटर. होप एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दैट. While drawing diagrams in optics, image should always be parallel to the object. For a plane mirror, it has to be parallel. It's not always going to be like this, but plane mirror ke liye it will be parallel, which you know, है ना? When you stand in front of a mirror, you don't see yourself leaning towards the mirror on the other side. If you're standing straight, your image also stands straight. Okay. All right. So that's one kind of question that's asked, and just remember this. कभी भी ऐसा question आया, you should be able to answer this. Okay? There aren't many questions that can be asked on plane mirrors. That what I just mentioned was one of those questions. The other kind of question that is asked is something like this. अब इसका एक फॉर्मूला है, ये क्वेश्चन का फॉर्मूला है. That formula is all you need. Its derivation is a little complex and you don't need the derivation at all. What you guys are expected to know is the formula. So what is happening over here is you will be given 2 plane mirrors and you will place an object in front of the plane mirrors and सवाल होगा कि कितने images बनेंगे. Alright, so you have 2 mirrors making an angle theta with each other. How many images are formed by those 2 plane mirrors? ठीक है, तो उसको निकालने का एक फॉर्मूला है. अब फॉर्मूला सीख लेते हैं. ठीक है, फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, the angle the mirrors make with each other, let's call that theta. Okay, the angle the mirrors make with each other, let's call that theta. Let me just ask a question. Do you think if I keep decreasing theta, will number of images formed increase or decrease? If I keep decreasing theta, number of images formed बढ़ेगा या कम होगा? बढ़ेगा. ये बढ़ेगा actually. क्यों बढ़ेगा? Somebody is asking. अच्छा, क्यों बढ़ेगा? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो जब 180 डिग्रीज है, जब मिरर्स को तुम ऐसा रखोगे 180 पे रखोगे, तब तो 0 होना चाहिए. मतलब सॉरी, एक ही इमेज बनना चाहिए. तुम इधर खड़े हो, तुम्हारा इमेज इधर बनना चाहिए. बट देन यू कैन सी कि ग्रेजुअली क्या होता है, एज यू कीप रिड्यूसिंग दिस एंगल, as you keep reducing this angle, what starts to happen is, let me use that app. If I keep reducing that angle, then what starts to happen is, let's say my eye is over here. तो एक तो पॉसिबल है कि रे इसको हिट करके आंख तक जा रहा है, हाँ, तो यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं एक इमेज बनेगा। फिर दूसरा पॉसिबिलिटी क्या होता है, रे इसको हिट करके आंख तक जा रहा है, तो फिर पॉसिबिलिटी है कि यहाँ पे या कहीं ना कहीं इमेज बनेगा। यस प्रथमेश, तू सही है तुम्हारा। एंड देन दी अदर थिंग इज, हो सकता है रे इसको हिट करके आंख तक जा रहा है, तो अब ऐसा लगेगा कि इमेज यहाँ पे किधर बन रहा है। सो एज यू रिड्यूस द एंगल, more and more reflections can take place. In fact, if the angle is very, very small, then if the angle is so small that these mirrors almost feel like parallel mirrors, then you know this scenario. You must have seen it in a barber shop or in a changing room. You must have seen when mirrors are opposite each other, almost in an infinite number of images are formed, right? So when the angle is very small, it seems like the answer is tending to infinity. So as you reduce theta, the number of images formed will increase and increase. How does it increase? What is the formula? Let's see that formula. All right. So what you'll have to do in any such question is, okay, this app is, let me just relaunch that. Okay. So what you'll have to do in any question is, you'll first find, of course, theta to diya rahega. You'll then find 360 degrees by theta ka box. Now, what does box mean? Let me explain that. This is a function you will learn in maths. You're getting to see that over here. Box x means, dimension, don't confuse with dimensions. This is a mathematical operation on a number. ठीक है, तो box का मतलब क्या होता है? It is called as greatest integer function, and उसका काम ये होता है कि it removes the decimal part. Yes, Shashank. It's called greatest integer function and it removes the decimal part. Decimal part मतलब number 2.1 है, so it represents 2. So it's called as the full form is greatest integer lesser than x. That's what it's trying to do. Greatest integer lesser than x. Yes, Manas. So box of 2.1 is 2. Yes, Ayush, less than or equal to x. Box of 2.1 क्या होगा? 0.1 हटा के 2 देगा. Box of 14.7 क्या होगा? 0.7 हटा के 14 देगा. Box of 14.9 भी 14 ही होगा. It does not round off the number. वो बस decimal हटा देता है if the decimal is present. 14.9 का भी box 14 ही होगा. Alright? And box of 5 क्या होगा? 5. Removes the fractional part is the best way to define it. Removes the decimal part. Decimal part है तो हटा देता है. Best way to define it. Yes, it is like floor operator if that's something is learned. Okay? इसका नाम है, I have not given it the name greatest integer function, but that's the name it has. Greatest integer function, that's the name it has. Alright, इसका काम ये है कि to remove the decimal part. Now that said, in this formula what I'm asking you to do is find the greatest integer function. मतलब 360 को तुम थीटा से डिवाइड करोगे. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. if I take let's take a very simple one. चलो 100 degrees. If theta is 100, तो ये चीज n का वैल्यू कितना आएगा? If theta is 100, what is n going to be? 3. It's going to be 3. So 360 by 100 is 3.6, but फिर box of 3.6 will remove the 0.6. The box of 3.6 is going to be 3. Okay? All right. So that's what you'll do. Now, box of 3.6 is 3. You'll ultimately get 3. Okay? If theta is 100, you'll ultimately get 3. It does not round off, guys. Please, yeah, it does not round off. Round off नहीं करता है. मैंने नहीं बताया round off करता है. मैंने बताया decimal part हटा देता है. Decimal part उड़ा देता है. Okay? Decimal part उड़ा देता है. Alright. Now n कुछ the n will be found by this. Yes, Harsh, but we learn that in maths. You're right. अब सुनो सुनो सुनो, n एक बार आ गया, आंसर अब तक आया नहीं है, अब बस n आ गया. एक बार n आ गया, फिर तुम्हें दो केस देखना है. एक केस क्या होगा, तुम चेक कर लो whether n is even. Okay, if n is even, then the number of images formed will be n minus 1. मतलब अगर n 4 आया, तो your answer will be 3. n 6 आया, your answer will be 5. Okay, so if number of images formed is even, the answer will be n minus 1. If the number of images formed is odd, even है तो n minus 1, odd है तो depend करता है. odd है तो देखो, odd है तो it will be n minus 1 if सुमित एक मिनट, odd है तो it will be n minus 1 if the object's position is symmetric, and it will be n if the object's position is asymmetric. What do I mean by symmetric or asymmetric? Okay, so let me just explain that first. So imagine कि this is where you're placing the object. So symmetric just means कि you're placing along the bisector. Symmetric means you're equidistant from these two mirrors. Symmetric means कि if I draw this line and this line makes an angle theta 1 and theta 2, I'll come back to even and odd. पहले symmetric word एक बार समझो. Symmetric means if I draw this line and it divides it into theta 1 and theta 2, then theta 1 equal to theta 2 means the object is placed symmetrically. है ना? Theta 1 equal to theta 2 means object is placed symmetrically. Exactly bisector के along place करोगे means object को symmetrically place किया है. Symmetry समझ में आता है ना? And अगर angles अलग है तब asymmetrically place किया है. Asymmetrical is the opposite of symmetrical. पहले एक बार, guys, you got what symmetrical and asymmetrical means, right? Symmetrical and asymmetric means whether you place the object on the angle bisector or not. So now, first let's see the rules. The rule is saying this, कि if n is odd, and you are placing it symmetrically exactly on the bisector, then the formula is again n minus 1. If n is odd and you place it on the bisector, the formula is again n minus 1. If n is odd and you place it on the bisector, the formula is again n minus 1. On the other hand, if n is odd and you place it on the bisector, the formula is again n minus 1. On the other hand, if it is placed if it's not placed on the bisector, ऐसा asymmetrically place किया, एक के पास में place किया, then it gives you n. So the object's position is asymmetric, then it's going to be n. Okay, so in almost every case it's going to be n minus 1, except the one case in which the object's position is asymmetric and n is odd. Except in one case when the object's position is asymmetric and n is odd. Okay. Symmetry के केस में एक कम होता है, because symmetry के केस में two of the images overlap. Long story short, symmetry के केस में two of the images overlap. This is why एक कम होता है. So it's a little bit more complex to prove all of this, but in the case of symmetry, you have one less image because two of the images overlap. See, these are all images formed by multiple reflections, and when you want to prove it for a general angle, it's going to be quite complex. Okay? So ultimately, you just remember this result, and for instance, like if you have uh, before you can see that, let me just stop share. Let's just solve a few questions. I'll just clear that page. एक मिनट. Just a minute. Yeah, I know the screen is gone. Just hold on. Just a minute. I'm just concealing the answers. All right. Just solve for these examples. Find the number of images formed. Yes, first one. जिन्होंने भी अब तक आंसर किया सही है. Yes, सही है. The answer is for the first one is not 2. So just let me show you the formula again. Just check the formula one last time. Even है तो n minus 1. Even है तो n minus 1 irrespective of the case. Odd है तो n minus 1 if symmetric, and if asymmetric तब n. Yeah, that's the formula. Yes, Sarthak. There are 100 people messaging each answer at a different time. एक काम करो, तीनों का एक साथ बता दो. Just type A, B, C. ठीक है. Shreya, I think yours is correct. Sanika, I think yours is correct. Another Sanika, yours is also correct. All right. 113, I believe, is the correct answer. So देखो, first case 360 by 180 कितना आ रहा है 2. तो पहले n निकाल दो, n is 2. एक बार n even आ गया, even मतलब आंसर is n minus 1. तो even मतलब आंसर is n minus 1. 2 minus 1, 1 is the answer. एंड ये तो ऑब्वियस, ये तो गलत करना ही नहीं है ना. 180 मतलब एक प्लेन मिरर हो गया, दूसरी तरफ इमेज बनेगा, एक ही इमेज बनेगा. ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन इज 150 डिग्रीज. तो अगेन क्या करोगे, 360 by 150. नाउ व्हाट इज 360 by 150? 2 point something. है ना, 3 तो नहीं है, 150 into 3 is 450, राइट? सो दिस इज 2 point something. तो बॉक्स लोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, 2 हो जाएगा, है ना, बॉक्स लोगे तो 2 हो जाएगा. सेम स्टोरी, जैसे ही 2 आ गया, जैसे ही इवन आ गया, आंसर बिकम्स n-1. जैसे ही इवन हो गया, आंसर बिकम्स n-1. ऑलराइट, उसके बाद लास्ट वाला, योर आंसर शुड बी 3. For the last one, your answer should be 3. कैसे? 360 by 120 तुम निकालो. 360 by 120 जैसे ही निकाला, and of course वो perfect 3 आ गया, तो box भी 3 आ गया. But now this is odd. When it's odd, you have to be careful. You have to see whether this is placed symmetrically or asymmetrically. Obviously, this is clearly placed asymmetrically. Asymmetrically है तो answer will be n. Okay, so answer is 3. I'll be ending the lecture in just another 2 minutes. एक आध और क्वेश्चन कर लो. इसका अगर सिमेट्रिक होता तो आंसर क्या होता? अगर ये सिमेट्रिक होता तो आंसर वुड हैव बीन 2. वेरी नाइस. ये सिमेट्रिक अगर होता तो 360 पे 123 आ गया. ऑड है, सिमेट्री है या नहीं देखना है. सिमेट्री है तो आंसर इज n-1. सो इसका आंसर हो गया 2. ये केस फाइनल आंसर. हाँ मानस, I'll go back to that. एक बार ये इसका क्या है, इसका 3 आना चाहिए. कैसे? दिस एंगल इज 90 degrees दिस टाइम, है ना. 360 by 90 is going to be 4. 360 by 90 is going to be 4, and 4 is even, so the answer should be n-1. Cool. इसका लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये बता दो. नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस, and then we are done. So 31 जो डायग्राम में जो दिख रहा है, come on, जो दिख रहा है डायग्राम में, infer ना with the diagram. Well, let's see the answers. The answer should be 5. Answer should be 5. Why? First of all, ये तो asymmetric है, हल्का सा दिख रहा है. 31 degree and 32 degree, so it's not symmetric. On top of that, theta is 63 degrees. The total angle is 31 plus 32, 63. So therefore n becomes, add करना था carefully. So n becomes 360 by 63. अब 360 by 60 6 होता है, 360 by 63 6 से थोड़ा कम होगा, 5 point something होगा. 5 point something का बॉक्स लोगे तो क्या आ जाएगा? 5 आएगा. Yes, this is the last question. एक बार 5 आ गया, odd आ गया, and then given the fact कि this is asymmetric and odd, your answer should be n itself. So your answer should be 5. All right, cool. So we're done with that. Those who want to leave can leave. मानस, तुझे ये देखना था क्या वापस? Yes, Om, that will be made. रोमिल एक टाइम टेबल बना, धीरे धीरे कवर कर लो. ओके एक मिनट गाइस, जस्ट लेट मी रिपीट. पहले तो रे ऑप्टिक्स का एक नया मॉड्यूल है. प्लीज आस्क फॉर दैट फ्रॉम योर सेंटर मैनेजर्स एंड गेट दी module for ray optics. The next thing is your PACE lecture recordings are going to be, I'm going to send a folder for that. ठीक है, folder ray optics के अंदर you will find today's lecture recording under the support heading, 3-year या support heading. If not there, then in this folder itself यहाँ पे बाहर तुम्हें दिखेगा. It's my drive is just taking some time to sync across 2 devices. So if nothing, it will be seen in this outside in this folder itself. Proper heading रहेगा. The heading will look like, if you have to locate the file, it's going to look like ray optics. You will get the link for the entire folder. Ray optics 1 9th November support KJP. वैसा नाम रहेगा. Okay? So you won't miss that. You'll get this entire link. You want to check the other lectures, you can check the other lectures as well. That said, what else? You will also, your lecture notes are they are already uploaded. In fact, lecture notes के लिए ऐसा एक folder मिलेगा titled PACE lecture notes. उसमें ray optics खोल दो and you will find our notes for today. In fact, इससे थोड़ा आगे was done by the other batch. They had a longer lecture, so you can yeah, you can check that out as well. ray optics के अंदर WhatsApp group वगैरह थोड़ा time में बनेगा. I'll have that made as well. Cool. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye. Booklet पूछ लो. Ask for the booklet and I'll then suggest some homework from the booklet. But first get the booklet. Reference book was H.C. Verma. यहाँ पे second slide में लिखा है. For optics, that's I think one of the best books. H.C. Verma, volume 1. It's a good book for optics. How do I have so much space in the drive? I think I paid for a upgraded version. Is it compulsory? नहीं यार, तुम्हारे ऊपर है. But I'm telling you, तुम्हें अगर कहीं ना कहीं से पढ़ना है optics, that's a good book. Is it only for optics? Absolutely not. H.C. Verma has 2 volumes, volume 1 and volume 2, which covers all of physics. Some 20 chapters in each. Cengage is also a good book. Yeah, Akshat Cengage में देखना ही है, is also a good book. It's not bad. Whatever you do, just pick one and solve through that. What's more important is not the number of questions you do, but what's more important is remembering the questions you do. See, honestly, I mean, there are a handful of concepts. So ultimately, you need to just remember those concepts, remember some standard questions. Don't go through books and books and questions if you're not going to remember them. Yes, lecture links, the entire folder is going to come through your moderator. जैसा आज का lecture का link मिला वैसे ही. How did I determine this is symmetric? Which question? This last one? Sorry, this one. अच्छा, यही वाला 120 degree. नहीं, ये मैंने बताया था. If you can see, I was attempting to make those dashed marks over there. This I told कि symmetrical है. Can you see I'm trying to label those 2 angles with those 2 dashes? This question that I told it's symmetric. And why can't we see real images? Why can't we see real images? Your eye is not. Okay, let me explain that again. कहाँ गया? So your eye is designed to process. Your eye is designed to process something as an object if it sees. यार मानस वर्चुअल ऑब्जेक्ट एग्जिस्ट होता है ना, क्यों नहीं होता? रियलिटी में नहीं होता है. It's not an object as in reality. You can't go and hold it with your hand. But from geometrical optics point of view, do we have virtual objects? Yeah, we have virtual objects. We have scenarios where you will have a virtual object. It's virtual. You can't go and catch it with your hand. Does not really exist, but there is something on that side. I mean, it's behaving like an object. It's behaving like an object. Just a virtual image behaves like an image which does not really exist. वैसे virtual object is just based on the definition. Object is intersection of incident rays. If they don't meet in reality, you have a virtual object when you extend it. Acha, back to one of your questions. So your eye is trained to see an object in such a way ki rays diverge from a point. All those rays reach the eye, and then the eye understands based on the direction of the rays coming कि object ये point पे है. So your eye is making sense of these rays diverging from a single point. So which is why I can see virtual images, because virtual images में भी वही हो रहा है ना. Rays ultimately जो हो रहा है reflected rays, they seem to be diverging from a point, which is why that virtual image looks like a real object to it. समझ में आया? But in the case of real object, real image, it's not going to make any sense to the eye, because अब यहाँ पे what is the eye seeing? It's not seeing rays diverging from a point, is rather seeing rays coming and converging at that point. तो ऐसे डायरेक्शन ऑफ रे से वो कुछ सेंस नहीं बना पा रहा है. It will just see a very bright spot reaching the eye. Yeah. Sahil, I don't think HC Verma has updated itself over the years, so old versions also work. Only thing is, I think some questions, one or two rare questions had some errors which HC Verma has corrected in the later versions, but that's also, I mean, it's not throughout the book. Errors were very less. बाकी कुछ क्लास हो गया गाइस? अरे सब है क्या अभी भी? 16 ही लोग हैं गाइस. You can leave. Class is long over. Those who want to leave can leave. All right, bye.